Whoa! I got a
Dan
postal
and-
link. I almost forgot to do that. Oh my god.
It's Dan here, right?
Dan Hero.
Okay, now we're right.
Cool. I'm just playing music.
Kind of rewind, right?
Yeah, we're live. Yeah. We're live. I'm cutting it off early for Dan, for timing, Dan. I apologize.
The winner takes all. It's the thrill of one more kill, the last one to fall. We'll never sacrifice their will. Don't ever look back on the world closing in. Be only attack with your wings on the wind. All the guns will begin. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory. And it's ours for the taking. It's ours for
sweet victory, Alex. I can't hear you. I've got sweet victory in my ears. Hold on for 20 seconds. Inspirational. All right, what were we saying?
Wait, who's streaming?
Hero is streaming, but he hasn't gone live yet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's playoff time. What an introduction! And yes, CMAS, I will choose the starting soon overlay next time. I don't know how this works, y'all, but welcome to the playoffs, man. I mean, we had an action-packed day yesterday, of course, with the Kook Ben upset, and then you're just highly competitive, highly controversial game against Justin. We can talk about both of those in a minute, but for today, we have the 7 seed New Orleans Saints versus the 2 seed New York Giants. I am joined by the man who just won his wild card game yesterday. Little Alex, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, and I'm mildly concerned that my stream is frozen. So I'm gonna reload. But I'm doing pretty well. I'm looking forward to my own matchup, of course, in an hour, me versus Austin. You can catch that with CMAS. And are you co-announcing that, or is someone else?
I am co-announcing that. Unless someone else jumps in, I'll give it to him, but I think it's me.
Okay, beautiful. We have a couple statements here already in the Twitch chat. Excuse me, CMAS saying, "I got a feeling Dan is due for a big run to the NFC Championship." Of course, not past that because that's where he'll meet CMAS. And then Tate saying, "Austin with the hang glider, playmaker cheese." Listen, I haven't done my YouTube. I haven't searched on YouTube yet. I don't know the Knockout City cheese, but once I do, oh my lord, is it gonna be a good time? Alex. Of course, both of these users, with varying levels of playoff experience, varying levels of success within the better league as far as the playoffs are concerned. Dan has lost 3 straight wildcard games, excuse me. Of course, the most recent one being the Lucky last season, and he is looking to make a run to where I'm sure he belongs, the Super Bowl potentially. And then Hero Austin just got the playoff monkey off his back last season as well, but of course, still with, I would say, limited experience within the playoffs. What are you expecting from this one? Not like predictions wise, but just what's the general outlook of this game in your opinion?
I think this is going to be one of the better wildcard matchups because Dan, like you said, he's due. He has been performing up to his own expectations, so I think he's going to be the most prepared he's ever been for a playoff game, just so he can at least get past the wildcard round. And then you have Austin, who's had an amazing regular season. Finally, like you said, got the monkey off his back last year. So I think this has the potential to be one of the top tier wildcard games this year, and I'm really excited to watch this one.
It's gonna be a really good one. It's a game where I don't entirely know what to expect, to be honest with you. Like, if you told me either user would win this game in decisive fashion, wouldn't really surprise me. I will say the key, as we know, the key for the Saints defensively is going to be, how effective are you going to be with shutting down Amani Booth? I mean, I think if you force Hero Watson to go pretty pass heavy, I think Dan's going to like his chances in that situation. But we do know that Booth is an absolute lethal running back. The current MVP, I believe, the man who just won MVP within the better league leader, and I believe rushing yards and touchdowns with 40 or something crazy. So that's going to be the name of the game here for this Saints defense. And of course, if you're Hero Austin, he's done a great job of starting to learn how to disguise his coverages. I would say just continue to do that. He does have a very underrated user linebacker. His defensive user, I'd say, is very solid against the pass and the run. So just make sure to be on point. Sure Dan will get his, at various points in the game, but you can force him to mistakes too. We've seen that really throughout this Madden 21 cycle, so we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Alex, I know you're looking forward to it. Again, this is going to be the first of 2 games here on the Better League Network. After this will be myself versus the Patriots. But for now, here we are, the first playoff game here, the first 2024 playoff game on the Better League Network, and I'm really looking forward to it. And there we go.
Super fun for this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is no snow on the ground. Welcome to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I always struggle to say that for some reason. Again, 7 seed New Orleans Saints, 2 seed New York Giants. It's going to be a real good one. We have both users in their traditional home and away uniforms, and the first user to get the ball here is going to be the New Orleans Saints as they take a fair catch in the end zone, take it out to the 25. Alex, you're Dan. How are you attacking this Hero Austin defense?
Mix it up, because Hero does have a very underrated user. He's good at both the run and the pass. I think you just gotta make sure that you establish the run game just so you don't let Austin, kind of know what's coming. Because I think if he knows you're passing, he can shut you down. And I'll let you comment with this.
We have a handoff to Kamara. Kamara already with lead blocking. Alvin Kamara gets a huge gain already, and I feel like the game audio is a bit loud, so I'm going to turn it down. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, how the audio levels are, because again, it's kind of tough to know when you go live before the actual stream goes live. So just let me know, should I turn it up, should I turn it down, etc. But good start there, and as you were saying, already mixing it up. We associate Dan with the passing game primarily, but they're a big game by Alvin Kamara. Norman Fletcher once again making a series of adjustments. Someone who's had a bit of a complicated playoff history, if you will. Alvin Kamara doing a beautiful job of hitting the holes so far. Again, you don't normally associate Dan with a particularly effective running game, but Alvin Kamara 2 for 26 so far, 2nd and 1.
I think Dan has gotten smarter as the cycle has gone on, because it just seems like now once he's getting these big chunk plays with the run, he just sticks with it, as you can see here. So I really respect that out of Dan, about adjusting.
As some of us saw there, because I was too busy turning your audio up. 1st and 10 here at the 45. Of course, as mentioned, 3 straight runs here by this New Orleans Saints offense. And again, as I was mentioning before, Norman Fletcher has not historically been an amazing playoff performer. We'll see how he does, but normally he's prone to throwing a few interceptions as the game goes on. Gets trapped on the D-line. Norman Fletcher drops back, first throw of the day. He takes a deep shot. Michael Thomas with a huge gain there. Gain of 27, and again, you're going to have to account for those sidelines at all times, because Dan will go to Michael Thomas early and often on those corners, 1st and 10.
Yeah, you really got to watch those corner routes, and especially once he gets in the red zone, you really got to watch those high-point passes in the back of the end zone.
Drops back, seam shot, wide open, Marquise Bright, touchdown Saints!
Yeah, something similar like that. That's one of Dan's go-tos once he gets, within 25, 30 yards of the end zone. So you just got to, know what Dan's going to do, start playing those, start locking in on the corners and the seam shots, and I think you'll have a pretty good chance stopping his offense.
And that's something that concerns me a little bit. I was talking about, I do think Hero Austin's gotten much better as the cycle's gone on at disguising his coverages, disguising his defensive coverages, but there was undisguised cover 3, and if you're not going to user that, vertical shot there at the seams, that was just way too easy for a user of Dan's abilities. And CMS saying it shocks me, people still call it disguised cover 3 on Dan. Yeah, he's going to wreck you every single time if he knows it's cover 3, especially if you only have the one high safety like that. 1st and 10, again, New York getting punched in the mouth here early as we have an RPO, a staple, of this New York Giants offense. Gain of 3 for Bonnie Booth, and I'll ask you the same question for Hero Austin. How are you attacking this New Orleans Saints defense?
Absolutely pound the rock. Austin has not been very great through the air. I think if the run game does not get going, this could be a pretty easy win from Dan. I don't believe it'll get shut down, but I just think he really needs to pound the ball.
Drops back, intercepted by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Gator great, and a horrible decision there by Hero Austin. And man, that's about as bad of a start as it is literally as bad of a start as you could ask for here within this playoff game. Now, Hero Austin did a pretty good job of limiting mistakes in last year's playoff run, but they're already with a horrible, I was about to say overthrow, wasn't an overthrow, but a horrible just decision there to throw it right into coverage. Play action, has the dual crosses, goes to Boehringer, able to get the first down, goes out of bounds, and Dan given a lot of confidence already here, and that is the last thing you want, 1st and 10.
Yeah, right on cue, there's an interception. Just that's why I say you just got to pound the rock if you're Hero. He makes too many bad decisions when he feels like he's forced to pass, and that one just kind of surprised me just because it's so early on. He did not need to throw the ball there, so I don't know.
Handoff Kamara, the gap closed up there, but Alvin Kamara doing a very solid job of, getting, 4, 5, 6, even we've seen 8 yards a carry here. And again, if Dan's able to run on you like that, then you're in deep, deep trouble, because once you have to start accounting for the run game against Dan, it's pretty much a wrap. As once again, the safety drops down there again, showing undisguised cover 3, although he will hand it off. Alvin Kamara, able to get past the man! Touchdown Saints again!
Kamara is just shredding this New York Giants defense. That is insane. I think this is, it's only 4 minutes into the game, and this is already probably one of his best rushing performances on the season. So
it does feel that way, huh? But this is, if you're Hero Austin, you just can't panic. And I feel like that's a pretty obvious thing to say, but it's very easy when you're playing against a user of Dan's ability. Users won multiple Super Bowls like Dan. It's very easy to panic here and feel like you have to be overly aggressive. The fact is, you're still less than 4 minutes into this game, and so New York is still not in some like horrible position, but they gotta, as you said, get something going right now. Just take the dump offs, and as you were saying, pound the rock with Amani Booth. That is really the key. Both through the passing game and the running game, really just get the ball into your playmakers' hands. Again, drops back. Marcus Mariota this time will dump it off to Booth. Booth gets killed again. Oh my goodness! And Dan Lodge does hit 6 early. It'll be interesting. I don't know if Hero Austin usually goes a conservative. I don't think he does. So that could be a subplot here, potentially 2nd and 6.
He does not, but he also has Truz, which is activated after 5 1-yard rushes, interestingly enough.
That's so toxic.
So, yeah, it's stupid. So I don't really think it's going to be much of an issue. If he runs the ball enough, which I assume he will.
And after my Booth, Booth has blocking now. Amani Booth utilizes the downfield blocking perfectly, able to make the most of it. Gain of 17, the first chunk play there for the Giants, 1st and 10 at the 46.
Yeah, I respect Austin. I feel like he didn't panic much after giving up, a touchdown and a pick and then another touchdown. He's pounding the rock just like he needs to, and he's having some success so far.
Power O that time out of gun. I didn't hate, or counter, I should say, out of gun. Didn't hit the play call. You can get those. You can get those to break big sometimes, but there, unfortunately, ran right into the lead blocker, and we have a 2nd and 9. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't already subscribed to the Better League Network, make sure to subscribe right now, or give us up if you haven't. We're gonna have plenty more playoff action for you, really, throughout this next week or so, as Hines, this time the backup halfback, gets the handoff on the inside zone. We're going to see plenty of inside zones from Hero Austin. That's his bread and butter, as Austin would say, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I think this is a really important drive for Hero to, get in the end zone. I feel like a field goal, he's not even in field goal range, so he does have to get this 3rd down, but I just think a field goal is a bit of an L here.
Handoff again, Amani Booth able to get the first down again. Again, the blocking's holding up here. Amani Booth 4 for 27, and I thought that was an outside zone, which a bit risky for a 3rd and 2 situation there, but it worked out. Again, utilized the blocking, and I'll be interested to see at what point Dan starts really pressing up and starts really trying to stack the box, because so far Amani Booth is cooking. We have Power O out of gun. Amani Booth, ooh, good diving tackle there by Haynes, because that could have potentially broken big. Had only one more man to beat, but able to stop at the line. 2nd and 10.
One thing that really annoys me is those suction tackles. And not necessarily that they're a thing, but just that they're so inconsistent. It's like when they're on a breakaway to the end zone, it feels like they'll just slide off their feet. But at that angle that you just saw, it's like they always happen. And it's just so weird how inconsistent they are.
Yeah, it's very predicated on the angle you're diving from, and it's, as you said, really frustrating. I don't know. It's just a part of Madden at this point. I don't think it'll ever change. But 3rd and 4 here again. We had another inside zone-esque play there. That time it was a Power O, and Hero Austin doing a better, or I shouldn't say better. Well, he is doing a better job of mixing it up than he did in the regular season, but that's neither here nor there. 3rd and 4. We have another handoff here. Hines. Don't know if they'll give him the first down. It's either going to be 4th and inches or... Okay, they do give him the first down. Clearly going to go for it regardless, which I like the decision there again. Marcus Mariota's barely had to do anything so far. Drops back, slip screen. Hines has blocking. Hines able to take it to the sideline. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson can tackle, but not before. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Yeah, if I'm Dane here, I just absolutely need to key on the run. No matter what formation he comes out in, you got to come out 7 heavy. I think the game plan for stopping Justin is similar to the one for Hero. You just got to key in on the run and let him make mistakes in the air like he has already done.
1st and 10. We have, again, another handoff. Booth able to use the blocking. Booth with one more man to beat, able to fall forward. And, Hero Austin, we were both saying, will he panic after that early 14-0 deficit? He's doing a great job right now of reading the holes, reading the running lanes, maximizing every play. And, again, Dan seemingly not really fully accounting for the run at this point, as he will hand it off again. Amani Booth, too easy, touchdown, Giants!
That was just an absolutely beautiful drive from Hero. Didn't even really have to do anything special, just pounded the rock and scored. If he did that the first... I'll restart. I'm sure he's kicking himself for not doing that the first drive, because this could be a tied game, if not having the lead, if he didn't throw that interception.
Crooked 16th in the chat saying King loses playoff game yet. Yes, and I'm sure CMAS can tell you all about that one. McDougal takes it out of the end zone, sheds a man, although this will come back. 10-yard penalty, I believe. Holding on Darian Lee, now 1st and 14. And we've really barely seen this New Orleans offense, it's been chunk plays. Of course, he got that one short field off the interception that Mariota threw on the first New York Giants drive. So this is really... it's not the first time he's been asked to drive here, but it's the first time we're really going to see, I think, an extended drive here from this New Orleans Saints team. Of course, Norman Fletcher, Alvin Kamara, Thomas Bright, so many weapons out here. Just going to be tough for him to count for, but Thierry, very competent at shutting down the middle of the field in general. 1st and 10. Handoff here inside zone. Alvin Kamara tries to bounce inside, unable to do so. We'll charitably say a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, great user by Hero. I think he, like, after watching that shitty Justin Cam game, it is really, like, giving me some faith watching Hero battle even after going down. And I know it's so early in the game and stuff, but I've seen a lot of users check out after going down by 2 possessions.
Drops
So
back.
respectful.
Thierry doing a good job covering everything. Deep shot to Marquise Bright. And Marquise Bright is gone. Touchdown Saints again.
Wow. That was just a blown coverage. I don't know. Was that a cover 2, I think?
I don't even know what that was, I'll be honest with you.
That safety was just nowhere near, like, I don't know what that man was doing, but I think he might be on the block next season.
Yeah, that was just a horrible defensive breakdown. And the New Orleans Saints, man, wanting to make a statement and prove themselves, I should say, of course. 3 straight wild card exits, as I said before, but 3 drives, 3 touchdowns so far, now up 21-7. Again, as you were saying, I'm a little surprised we didn't see the adjustment from Dan a bit earlier. I'm assuming it happens now, but gotta stack the box, gotta take away Booth. Like, if you let Hero Austin get chunk plays on you through the air, then, like, that's fine, because he'll eventually mess up. But, okay, and now, again, coming out and, like, I don't know if I love the defensive approach here from Dan, as we have, again, another inside zone. Hines able to bounce it outside, and again, oh my goodness, Hines almost broke that big, but it just feels like Hero Austin could do that all day if Dan keeps coming out in this, like, dime dollar defense.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he's not going heavy yet, but he needs to soon before he gets thrashed in the run game if he's not already.
Especially because he's playing so well offensively. You can really put the pressure on Hero Austin right now if you're able to get a stop. And as I said, I don't love it. Strong power here. Wharton unable to get him, and now Amani Booth with room. Amani Booth again able to fall forward, and bit unlucky for Dan that he didn't get the diving tackle there. Of course, got it previously, but again, Amani Booth having a very, very solid game. He's showing up. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, it also seems like those section tackles happen with the faster players, which I guess I kind of understand, but it's still kind of weird if they're in, like, the same range. I don't know, being faster doesn't mean you can dive farther, so it's still a bit odd, but definitely a bit unlucky there from Dan.
Sure doesn't. And now here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 2nd quarter again. 21-7 Saints, New York driving. Still, really, the Saints team is not fully proven that they can shut down Amani Booth in the running game. And we have a new follow, Kids Bop, with the follow. Thank you so much. Again, just an absolute banger of an album series right there, Kids Bop. We have, again, another inside zone. Hines takes it outside. This time gets a diving tackle, but able to fall forward, and I believe they'll give him the first down. Yes, they do. 1st and 10 at midfield.
Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of this offense. I can't overstate it. A lot of respect for Austin for sticking with the run game and not getting too antsy. He realized his mistake and immediately corrected it. Not a lot of people can do that.
Another handoff here. This time, the Saints DBs were ready for it. They've not been particularly present there in terms of the outside running game, but that time able to limit Booth to a gain of 2. Now 2nd and 8. And little Alex, I'll ask you real quick, just, quickly give me your thoughts on your game against Justin. Of course, we didn't have a post-game interview after that, but just, like, sum it up for me. What are your overall thoughts on that game?
I mean, I played one of my worst playoff games of the cycle, and I still whooped that ass. So, I mean, yeah, no, it wasn't a blowout. I said it was going to be a blowout. I lied. But, I mean, he caught me on an off day. He caught me lacking and still couldn't capitalize. So, Justin still won't ever beat me. And, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say.
Fair enough. Survive in advance, I guess, is what I would say about that game. And, yeah, here we are, Justin, of course, getting bounced again in the playoffs and maybe bounced from the league here in 12 days. We'll have to see. Really hope he's working on those job applications. 3rd and 2. We have a level sail concept shot to Seamass. Drops back. Goes right to Haynes. Intercepted by the Saints. And this could be a pick 6. One man to beat. Okay, never mind as he just runs back to the Giants. But, again, Marcus Mariota forced to do something there. And that's pretty much the same read that he threw the first pick on. 1st and 10. Just stunned
I'm
silence.
sorry. Hang on,
good.
I'm sorry.
I'll say it again. Stunned silence here from little Alex. And now Austin really showing the fact that he's in man coverage, although audibling here to zone. Alvin Kamara bounces out. Alvin Kamara falls forward. And I have to ask you, if New Orleans is able to put another touch on the board here, go up 28-7, at what point do you start worrying about, like, the game here for Hero Austin?
I mean, I'm worrying now. That's just 2 bad reads to the passing game. It just, the run game is working so well for you. It might have been third down, so I guess I understand it, but he just misses so many open reads. Yeah, I saw that too, Jesus. But it's just he just misses so many reads. Austin's got to get in the lab. I don't think he's going to be able to make it to the NFC Championship until he can learn how to pass. And you don't even need to be a great passer. You just got to be able to hit those underneath routes and make sure you see the open man, because he had a few guys open and still threw an interception.
Handoff here. Alvin Kamara has room. Touchdown Saints again! And now up 28-7. And yeah, I was pretty much indicating it earlier. I'm really, really worried about Hero Austin's ability to I'm worried about my ability to speak, but I'm worried about Hero Austin's ability to continue competing in this game here.
Yeah, I am shocked. Like, if you would have told me that Alvin Kamara would have 3 of Dan's first 4 touchdowns, I would tell you you're full of shit. So, this is shout out to Dan, for pounding the rock when he knows he can do it.
Yeah.
Just because he's usually a pass-heavy user.
We got C-Mass, Damn Daniel, a.k.a. Nick, a.k.a. the man who lied about Marwan's tanking to Austin's face. We got Boz, we got Kids Bop, Cook, Steele, and Taint. Thank you all so much for showing up here. And again, make sure to stick around after this for a second Better League Network stream. But for now, Monty Booth with Game 7. And yeah, I wonder how shell-shocked Hero Austin's going to be in terms of, like, we may never see him throw it, like, past the line of scrimmage again, like, all game. It's very possible because the 2 times he's tried to do it, he's gotten picked. So we'll see what he does here. Handoff here, Monty Booth able to get the first down, fall forward. They'll get another nice diving tackle there by Dan, something he's really been leaning on all game long to try to shut Monty Booth down first and 10.
It's just tough if you're Hero now, because even if you don't lose yourself mentally and you stick with it, it's really hard to come back from these types of leads when you don't have a very efficient passing game. And that's why I'm always confident against Justin, because I know that once the lead gets kind of big, I'm fine, because he's going to burn too much clock trying to pass rock. So, like I said, Austin just needs to just go to YouTube, find a few cheese plays, run them all game like CMAS does, and you'll be fine. I mean, you have an elite run game, you just got to be a little better through there.
100%, yeah. You don't have to be great, you just have to be good enough. And yeah, we've not really seen that from either users so far. Ooh, I thought Monty Booth could have taken that for a 6 potentially, but again, Monty Booth having a very solid game. He has not been the issue for this Giants team, but again, the 2 interceptions are just killer so far, and then also their inability to stop the Saints defensively so far. First and 10, drop back, has the slip screen wide open, instead went to Steele Jones. I thought he just had the slip screen, but a bit risky to throw it off your back foot like that, but it worked out. Gain of 7.
That was terrifying. I've seen that pass go over the receiver so many times right through DB. I do not know why Austin did that. So, I mean, I guess it worked, so I can't be too what is the word I'm looking for? Too critical of the play call.
There you go. Marcus Mariota rolls out. Gotta throw. Oh, he was trying to throw that to a... Wow. Hero Austin better be thanking God or whatever he believes in that like his QB got hit there, because that was about to be a pick 6.
God or whatever he believes.
God or whatever else. You never know. 3rd and 3. Again, 5:06 remaining. Drops back, 4-man rush. We've really not seen much of a pass rush from either team so far. Goes to the comeback. Beautiful read there. Darius Slayton with the catch. Marcus Mariota 6 for 9, 50 yards. 2 picks, and Steele saying how long before Hero complains about Marwan taking and seeding. I mean, Kook would have beat that ass the way he played yesterday, so I'm not sure Hero really has much to complain about. 1st and 10. Again, we are under 5 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. Gotta get a touchdown here. Gotta get some sense of momentum before halftime. And then, of course, more importantly, gotta get stopped, because good Lord. Drops back again. 3-man rush. Has the flats wide open. Didn't go to it. Marcus Mariota now goes to it. Monty Booth gets killed, but again, with that truz lit up, he'll be just fine. 2nd and 9.
And that completion 2 plays ago is like exactly what a Hero needs to do. If you're not a great passer, just try to get out of the pocket as much as you can, and just make the reads easy. Get it to where they're just standing wide ass open, because the coverage has developed so much, if that makes sense.
RPO here. Wilson may have blocking. Wilson almost able to get past all the Saints. But yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I'd like to see, especially with Mariota's mobility, more potentially designed rollouts, more just play extending decisions, I would say, from Mariota and from Hero Austin. But good read there, of course, on the RPO. Gain of 16, and now first goal to 6 again. So imperative to put 7 on the board here and let the record show that Austin is capping. We'll see about that. 1st and goal here, 3:24 remaining. Amani Booth now gets wrapped up. The first time, really, they've been able to penetrate the backfield. 2nd and goal.
absolutely bent them over and just got right through that hole in the Madden sense.
In a Madden
Also,
sense.
shout out Austin for lying on God. Austin is 100% going to hell.
He put his life on the line. He put it on
put
God.
his
He put it
life-
on everything. That's just real tough. I'm not gonna lie to you.
God, that's just a fake friend, though. I mean, come on, Nick. You're doing my man dirty.
Yeah. Nick, I blame you, honestly. Second and goal again, has the duel. Crossers open, goes Marcus Mariota! Almost intercepted by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And now, I didn't think that was a horrible read, but Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, just with the elite reaction time, they're able to swat it away. Third and goal.
Right person, just wrong time. He threw that about 2 seconds too late, or else that was an easy touchdown. And that's why, like, I don't know what Hero does on his passing plays, but if I'm him, pick 2 routes and just say, okay, I'm throwing to one of these. You got to start somewhere. And in my opinion, the middle of the field, is a good area to start. So you got to do something through there. I'm just disappointed.
He drops back. He'll go to a slip screen on third and goal, and I didn't actually hate the play call, but it just obviously wasn't there. So he's going to take his 3, and now 28-10, and that whole drive feels like a bit of a waste now because it's still a 3-possession game, and now New Orleans still with 2:42, 2 timeouts. Time is not going to be an issue here, and now it looks like Dan is going to have the ball last here to end this first half. 28-10 Saints.
The good thing is Hero does get the ball at half. So
Yes.
if he can somehow force a turnover, get a pick 6 or something, that would be absolutely huge. I don't think the game is even close to over. I think I have a bad habit of saying it's over in like the first half. I haven't been super wrong, but I still think that's just bad. Just because I don't know. But I don't think you can count Hero out. It's just a bit of an uphill battle right now.
I always call games way too soon. You can ask CMS about that. First and 10, again, 2:42 remaining. Only a 3-man rush. He will drop back, had the end open. Instead, goes to the corner at it again. Michael Thomas just cooking everyone on the Giants team. It's just chunk play after chunk play right now for Norman Fletcher. 5 for 5, 178 yards. I mean, that's math, Connor math. That's like 35 yards per catch. That's wild. First and 10.
Yeah, you got to start playing over the top. Start playing some deep coverage.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Come on, Hero.
He's also got to get some semblance of a pass rush. His D-line's really letting him down right now. Again, no pressure now, and he's going to go to the angle route. Alvin Kamara, again, able to get both feet down and get out of bounds. 2:02 remaining. And, man, it's just, like, this has been every time, though, for the Saints. It's just, like, you snap your finger, and they're in the red zone.
Yeah, I actually take back my statement. It is not fully on Austin because, he's had absolutely 0 pass rush, but he does need to adjust and start stopping those deep shots. To start stopping those deep corners.
Congrats to Stanford for winning the women's basketball championship. First and 10 as we have a handoff here. Kamara, able to get past the first level there. Kamara able to get a gain of 7. Again, 9 for 69. He's having a pretty solid running day of his own. Really, everything's been working for this New Orleans Saints offense so far. And, man, if New Orleans is able to go up 35-10 here, I don't know. It feels kind of over-ish at that point. As we have, again, another handoff. Clark unable to get past him, though Alvin Kamara gets killed. Will not be a first down, but 3rd and 1. And now, I don't know. If I'm New York, I'd probably consider calling a timeout, but they do have such a thing.
I guess I don't hate it holding on to it. Just if you stop him, you still got a decent amount of time in 3 timeouts.
Sure.
And then if you wait, you could end up wasting a timeout. Then I don't know.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
I think I have to agree with you. If he does score here, I'm not going to say game, but it's going to be really tough for him to come back.
And now if I'm Dan, I'm letting all this time run down. I'm snapping it with 1 or 2 seconds left on the play clock, which it looks like is pretty much what he's doing. Again, wanting to give here Austin his little time, although he does snap it now. Norman Fletcher drops back, has the drag open, throws it up into coverage, intercepted by Johnson. And could this be the momentum shift the Giants so desperately needed? Johnson gets past everyone and no one will catch. Johnson on the pick 6. Touchdown, Giants.
And just like I said, that is exactly what this Giants team needed. That is a huge play for Hero. I mean, that completely turns the game around. It was looking like it was about to be game, and then he puts up 7 himself. That's an amazing defensive play there by Jalen Johnson.
Beautiful stuff, and Mando throws out a sack. And, Dan's had played mistake-free football up until this point, but the one mistake he makes all game could be costly here potentially, because now, as you said, if New York is able to get another stop here, only down 11 and about to get the ball to start the second half, this feels like a very, very different game than it did a minute ago. Again, 28-17, the pick six by Johnson. New Orleans about to get the ball back. 50 seconds, 2 timeouts. How aggressive are you here if you're Dan?
I mean, Dan is the king of scoring with no time, so I won't be shocked if he puts it in the end zone.
Again, he will drop it back. No one really open. Will Norman Fletcher force it? He does to Boehringer. Boehringer. I mean, that's what you were telling here Austin to do. Is just he rolled out. He waited for a guy to get open, and there's a hot dot by Norman Fletcher. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here needs to take some notes to start doing that himself. Also, I really don't like this defensive play call. I think we're going to see a corner out of Michael Thomas.
He does.
Oh, God.
He's doing a lot right now as he will send heat. Again, no one gets through, although no one open either. Norman Fletcher forced to throw the ball away. And the DB is starting to finally show up here for the Giants, and it took long enough. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, props to the pass rush, too, because Michael Thomas, I think, was going to be open on that corner, but he just had no time to sit there and throw that.
Dr. Gamble now in here. Welcome, sir. 2nd and 10. Again, drops back. Only 3-man rush. We've seen a whole lot of seam shot and double coverage. Intercepted by Redwine, the former Cleveland Brown. And that is, again, exactly who Austin needed. And man, 2 straight picks here by Norman Fletcher. I get trying to be aggressive there, but threw it up in double coverage. And now, again, this feels like a whole new ball game here in New York. Down 11, 32 seconds left. And again, we'll see how aggressive he gets here. I probably wouldn't get too aggressive.
What a fucking snag.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was succulent. That kind of makes me wish I'd kept Redwine, to be honest with you. But, alas, he will drop back again. Mariota rolls out. No one open. Will he force it? Ooh, I mean, I think Josh Allen...
That's a bit extra. Sorry, what?
Nah, go ahead. That was what I had to say.
That was a bit of a late hit. I'm not sure about that one. Where's the flag? I've seen a lot of bullshit penalties like that, but you're not going to call that one? I don't know, yeah. I don't know.
Very questionable. He will drop back. Ooh, I could have had Y potentially, I think, if he had thrown that sooner, although now he goes to RB. Hines able to get a 1st down. This is exactly what we were calling for, rolling out, giving himself more time, hitting the open, I guess, crosser there, if you will. 18 seconds now. Could potentially get a field goal range, make this a 1-possession game here heading into halftime.
I am amazed by Austin. This game was about 10 yards from being over, and now Hero's right back in it. So, respect.
I like the play call to go to an outside zone there. I could have potentially broken it big if the blocking had held up just a little bit longer. Instead, of course, ran right into his lead blocker. Now we have 2nd and 7. And again, we're going to have to see, of course, if you're Dan, you want to guard the sidelines here. You can't allow him to get out of bounds. You want to make him use that last time out. And again, we're going to see how aggressive New York gets here. I don't know if I'd be running it necessarily, but...
2 audibles, Hero? What is your playbook? What are you doing?
Take notes, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 7. We have a handoff here. Monty Booth unable to get anything going. You're going to have to use that last time out. And now, may have screwed himself out of a field goal here, potentially, because it's going to be real tough unless he gets out of bounds to get 2 plays off here.
I'm disgusted. I almost am rooting against Hero just because of that bullshit.
Oh, my gosh.
That's just absolutely ridiculous. That's just not coming prepared to the game. I mean, come on.
I'll be honest, I still...
Did Marcus Mariota forget the playbook? That's just ridiculous.
I still don't have my custom audible set up offensively, so, I get it.
I mean, that's fine, as long as you got 4 of them.
I do have 4 of them, so, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. This is tough. 3rd and 10 here again, 12 seconds remaining. You're gonna have to get out of bounds because you can't run a play and then spike it. You don't have enough time. 3rd and 10 here. Now backing up almost... Oh, okay. Dan doing a lot here. We'll see again. If anything's able to open up, maybe out of the field, although I really doubt something will as he goes to the out route. Marcus Mariota just straight up misses him. That could have been a setup for 3 there, but instead, 4th and 10. That's really the first inaccurate pass we've seen from either quarterback so far today, and it came at a costly time now. 4th and 10.
That's heartbreaking. That was easily going to put him into field goal range. I think if you're here, though, you definitely go for it. At least just chuck it up to the end zone.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough time.
No reason not to.
It seems like that's what he's going to do.
No reason not to at all. Again, 4th and 10. This will likely be the last play unless something crazy happens, like, a sack or penalty or something. We'll just say, I feel like you never see pass interference penalties on Hail Marys. Although that would be, such a atrocious way to lose a game. Yeah, 4th and 10. We're just going to see him chuck it up. And have you ever seen a Hail Mary work this Madden?
Besides that glitch I told you about, no.
As Mariota rolls out, he will throw it into the end zone here. Oh, I thought... Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
You're about to hear me blow my voice out live on Better League Network, ladies and gentlemen, but instead, 28
and I
to
was about to blow
17.
something else out.
Oh, my.
In a Madden sense, as we have kickoff
In a Madden sense, 28 to 17 here. Again, full credit to Hero Austin for getting back in this game. Bit of a wasted opportunity, and of course, Marcus Mariota missing that out route didn't help. But now, of course, if you're Dan, you know, you've seen this Hero Austin attack for a half now. What type of defensive adjustments are you making? Because, you know, Hero Austin has been able to, despite the scores, been able to get some nice drives together.
Just play the run. His offense, he's had about 2 or 3 good passing plays that weren't like broken routes and stuff. So just play the run. Come out like right here. I don't like being in base 3-4. I think you have to go to bear something a little more heavier than that. It's just his 3-4. He's caught it a few times, and it just I don't think it's been as effective as he's hoping. I think he just really needs to adjust here. But I'm also not going to tell Dan what to do because he is a better Madden player than me and definitely knows more than me. So you know what? Continue what you're doing, Dan.
We'll have to see again. 2nd and 7 here. Looks like we're going to have another counter out of gun. Amani Booth able to take it up the middle for a gain of 8 in the first down. Again, Amani Booth 18 for 93. Not the type of explosive performance that you're expecting from Amani Booth necessarily, but solid enough. He's been able to move the ball pretty consistently. And now, of course, 1st and 10. And yeah, I completely agree with you. I would generally say, you know, keep pressing the box. You know, make sure to have over-the-top safety help, obviously, because he has been able to get a couple deep shots on you, but just play the run. And if he gets those short intermediate throws on you, like, that's fine, because he's shown that he can make bad reads in that situation. As Booth goes for a gain of 6. And we may see a whole lot of Monty Booth this drive. That's the way it's shaping up, at least. 2nd and 4.
Hopefully, just pound the rock. Any points right here you think are positive points and aren't going to make you want to jump off a cliff. So just run the ball, play it safe.
Handoff, strong power here. Monty Booth again with more Ooh, I didn't realize the guy was there. I thought that was about to go for 6, but again, Amani Booth just continuing to get these, you know, 6, 7, 8-yard runs, and it seems like Dan's just not really willing to adapt to it here. I wonder if he's maybe kind of baiting Hero Austin into, like, you know, once he eventually does pass the ball, he'll be ready for. I don't know. I would be very interested to ask Dan about, like, his rationale for his offensive approach here, as we do have play action as he goes to a deep shot. Oh my goodness!
That's just that. Did the DB get a hand on that? Was that just, did he lead it bad?
I don't know what happened. It seemed like the DB was like in the vicinity, but yeah, I don't really know what happened. That was very strange. 2nd and 10, of course, 7:51 remaining, and now we have a counter out of gun. This time it gets shut down. Loss of 4. There is Riddle. There we go.
Kurt Riddle.
That took me a second. Hey, listen. I was about to say Hiddle, so, you know. It's Kurt Riddle able to get past the O-line right there. And again, now 3rd and 14. Now, kind of forced to pass. We've already seen a slip screen in a couple of these situations. I'll be interested to see, again, how aggressive New York gets, and then also whether they consider this 4-down territory if they get into, like, a 4th and 5 situation. I would probably consider it 4-down territory. 3rd and 14.
Agreed.
Yeah, 3rd and 14. Again, Marcus Mariota making a series of adjustments. He will drop back 3-man rush as Gardner Johnson all over his preferred routes, throws it up and steals Jones. Did he get his feet down? Yes, he did. What a catch by Seals Jones. Gain of 37 there for the Giants.
That's just a grown-ass man. What a catch by Seals Jones. And yeah, I know I said 3 points isn't the worst. It's like, in my opinion, it definitely is 4-down territory if it's like a short 4th down. But if it does end up like 4th and 7 or so, then I don't think you can be too disappointed with 3, making it a 1-possession game.
Yeah, definitely not. But man, what a throw and what a catch there. Of course, Seals Jones just pretty much boxing his defender out there and just coming down with it. Like they always said about Jimmy Graham, acting like a former basketball player out there. Again, 1st and 10. He will drive back again. Guerrero all over both says Reese throws into coverage. Oh my goodness. Playing with fire there on that one. I'll say that. 2nd and 10.
Hero, he had the curl. He was so open. God, that hurts. Also, that receiver might have a concussion after that. That looked like helmet to helmet. I'm not gonna lie.
It was helmet to helmet, and then he banged his head on the ground, like on the when he fell down afterwards. So we'll see what happens here. Again, 2nd and 10. It just feels like you can run the ball and get just 5, 6, 7 yards whenever you want. I don't love how pass heavy he's getting here, and this time he hands it off. Booth again, just as I was saying. Touchdown, Giants!
You know, I wish George Tate could do that. Like, he's a great running back. But just with that speed, it's just so crazy how fast you can get through the holes and avoid all those dumbass suction tackles by the D tackles. So
Yeah.
obviously a great run by Booth.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Again, he will go for the 2 here to try to make it a 3-point game, and yeah, sure, you know.
Are you wait? Okay, so you're telling me 2-point conversion, you're getting him to jump off sides so you can get 1 yard? Just
I don't think in the history of Madden, I don't think I've ever seen that work where like you go out and you do a million fake snaps. It's just like there's no point. There's zero point to doing that.
If you're gonna do it in a situation that at least kind of makes sense. What the? It's 1 yard. That was the point.
I'm very confused. I'm not gonna lie to you. Although I'm pretty much always confused whenever I'm announcing a game. I'm not gonna lie to you. 28-24. McDougal able to take it to about the 22. That is where they'll spot it. And now, I mean, we were saying that this was on, early in the first half, we were saying this is on the precipice of being a wrap here, this game, but instead, 28-20.
No one said precipice. Stop saying that.
Little Alex said the direct quote was, "This is on the precipice of being a blowout here by the Saints," and instead this is only a 4-point ball game here. 1st and 10, 6:19 remaining in the third quarter. An action-packed game here. Norman Fletcher had to drag wide open and now goes to it, although forced to fall out of bounds. That could have broken big, but just saw it a second late. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Wow, Norman Fletcher, 8 completions for 227.
Yeah.
That's just insane.
I mean, I was about to say, I was trying to think. That's like the first completion Norman Fletcher's had that hasn't gone for like 20-plus yards, it feels like. And again, it's coming out in all sorts of man coverage, which I don't know if I love necessarily. Alvin Kamara able to get a gain of 2 there. He gets shut down there by the pursuing left end, 3rd and 1. And if you're New York, time to clamp up, because, again, if they're able to somehow take the lead here after everything that happened, again, in the first half, that would be a wild comeback story here. Again, 3rd and 1. Handoff here. Alvin Kamara able to get first down, gain of 3. And I'll ask you real quick. I asked you about your game, of course. What are your thoughts on that Kook Ben game? Because, oh my lord.
I mean, Kook went up 21-0, and I was like, oh god, not 2 years in a row. But then he just kept scoring. I don't know what happened to Ben. He was a top tier user for the first few seasons, made to the Super Bowl multiple times, lost multiple times. I don't know. Something must have happened with him, because it just seems like he's doing this really up-tempo offense. He uses a lot of hurry up, and then it just leads to him making some really god-awful reads and throwing some bad interceptions. I mean, like that last game we did together, he had, 8 picks, and that was just atrocious. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard you say it before. I've heard many people say it before. This is not like a unique thought, but he needs to slow down because, when he's fully in command of the game and when he's, being patient, in terms of tempo, he is an elite user still, in my opinion. He can still make great reads, but yeah, he just, as soon as he goes down, he just starts going, no huddle, no huddle, no huddle, and now here we are, he I know it was only a 2-possession game at the end, but he got blown out by Cook. It is what it is. 2nd and 9. As he motions Michael Thomas to the inside, and I like what he's doing in terms of disguising the man coverage over there. No one really open. Norman Fletcher just has all sorts of room. Will he try to force it? Norman Fletcher, oh my, what? Okay. There was just a lot going on there, 3rd and 9.
That's something I've seen Dan do a lot. He does the Cupid shuffle all the way down to the sideline and just kind of stands there. So I respect his patience, but sometimes you just got to throw the ball away. That was so close to being a sack.
3rd and 9, 3:41 remaining. Huge money down here potentially as we will drop back. Norman Fletcher takes a shot at coverage. Although McNeil, I believe it'll come down with it. Yes, he did. And man, I thought Redwine was going to jump that. Instead, McNeil able to undercut the route. A huge play there by Norman Fletcher. 1st and 10 for the Saints.
Yeah, that was almost huge for Hero, but big play from McNeil. I think his name is Antonio. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Sure. But your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. 1st and 10 here again. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And this would be a huge statement drive here by Dan. Alvin Kamara utilizes the blocking perfectly. They're able to get a gain of 9. And again, it's about what Booth's doing in terms of Kamara's performance. He's not getting really the chunk runs that, well, you don't really expect Dan to get a ton of chunk runs, but he's not going to get a ton of chunk runs, but he is just consistently getting those 5, 6, 7 yards a pop. And I think it's given New Orleans a really solid balance here in terms of their offensive attack. Of course, they'll always go pass heavy, but I like what I've seen here in terms of, mixing in the run game as well. Again, another handoff here, Alvin Kamara able to shed a tackle, fall forward, gain 3 and another. first down again in this red zone possession.
If Hero's able to hold him here to 3, that would be huge for his chances. But a touchdown here is a bit deflating after, that big catch
Yeah.
by Antonio, allegedly, McNeil.
Ah, beautiful. 1st and 10 again. Norman Fletcher, this has been a long, extended drive, and I would absolutely go inside zone against what I'm seeing right now. But knowing Dan, he probably won't do that. Instead, he drops back 4-man rush. Had the zig open. Instead, now goes to Marquise Bright. Again, feels like it could have broken big if he just hit it like 2 seconds earlier. It's not the first time that Dan's done that, in my opinion. But still a nice gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Dan had a few bad reads with that interception earlier on, but it seems like he's kind of locked back in. A bit late on that read there, but he's having a really solid drive so far.
Alvin Kamara, and listen, it's not going to show on the stat line, but this is one of the better running games I've ever seen Dan have in terms of, sometimes he just, misses the hole. Sometimes it seems like he doesn't know whether to cut inside or bounce it outside, but he's made pretty much all the right decisions, in my opinion, in terms of, hitting the holes. There haven't been a ton of chunk plays again available to him, but Alvin Kamara having a very solid game, in my opinion, even though, 16 for 96 isn't, the most mind-blowing stat line in the world. He will hand it off. Harrell, able to bounce it outside! Touchdown, Saints!
Frank Harrell. What a man. That was a target for the Buffalo Bills about 2-3 years ago. So it's good to see him getting a touchdown here in the playoffs. But this was a huge drive for Dan. Just showed that, here's defense just can't really stop him besides, throw out a sack and stuff. I know the score is not that bad, but it still feels like an uphill battle just because it seems like Hero's a bit hopeless on defense. It's more like he's hoping Dan makes a mistake rather than he's forcing Dan to make a mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was the week 17 Cleveland Browns versus Cincinnati Bengals approach, I'm not going to lie to you. And, Dan just not making the mistake. I can relate to how your Austin's feeling right now. Again, 1st and 10, 35-24 here for the Saints. And now, again, not quite do or die time necessarily, but got to clutch up here, got to tighten up. And we got Nick, Gamble, Fern, Boz, Kook, Steele, Tame. We got all sorts of guys here. Again, make sure to subscribe to the Better League Network if you have not already. And he has only, in single back trio, he has only 1 audible in his playbook, so that's cool. 1st and 10.
I am absolutely disgusted by Marcus Mariota's knowledge of the playbook. This is a damn shame, and I don't want to do any more Hero Austin games as long as he has his audible set up like this.
1st and 10, Booth. Ooh, I, again, thought that could have potentially broken big, but still able to get a nice gain of 9, and approaching the end of the 3rd quarter here. New York, man, they've shown the ability to get these clutch drives going when we have potentially counted them out a little bit before, but instead, 2nd and 1, and I was about to ask why they're not getting more aggressive before halftime. It's the 3rd quarter. I am literally so stupid as Booth. Ooh. Tough scene there, lost 2.
Yeah, that's tough. I looked like it was going to be a big run if he didn't get that section tackle.
Yeah. Yeah, he had multiple holes available to him there. Instead, lost a 2, and will he get another playoff here before the end of the 3rd quarter? And ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is once it gets done in the 3rd quarter. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Just hold up. I need patience in the chat. 3rd and 3 here. Again, so imperative to get first down here. Hand off to Booth. Booth able to get that first down. Put your phones in the chat!
Love they bring the energy every single time, Connor. Respect.
I have to.
Except that Wozy win. I don't even think we made it to the 4th quarter.
They didn't deserve our energy. I'll be honest with you.
I agree.
1st and 10, he will drop back another slip screen, and Dan really has not been ready for it at any point here. Booth, woo, getting a little stick. Well, I shouldn't say sticky. He went right into his guy. That was like Justin's stickiness right there. 1st and 10.
Yeah, have a seizure with the left stick and then run into your own offensive line and score a touchdown.
Exactly, and it just all magically works out. And man, you are not wrong about here, Austin's audibles. My lord, he will drop back. Goes to Darius Slayton again. Slayton. Probably with, I think it's 3 receptions so far. It feels like all of them have been pretty big. 2nd and 1 here in New York, driving so far. You gotta get like, I can't speak. I don't know, like, does this ever happen to you where you just like forget?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Very often.
It's a struggle out here. Oh my god!
Oh my god. Hero, the run. The run was so open.
Please, baby, please.
What did you see? I'm hurt. That's disgusting.
Yo,
That's
I am struggling right now. Like my throat has never been so. Well, that's a lie. It's definitely been more raw than this, but I am on
Oh,
struggle
it
right now.
100% has been more raw.
In a Madden sense,
Like-
in
like
an
that one
announcing sense.
weekend.
Well, in an announcing sense. In an announcing sense.
Right.
First and
right.
10, again, under 9 minutes remaining. Hero Austin doing a good job of picking up these clutch third down conversions. Again, Monty Booth going to take it to the outside. And again, it just feels like those chunk running plays that he was able to get pretty consistently in the first half just have not been there the second half. And I don't even know if Dan's really done all that much differently defensively. I'll be interested to ask him about that. But I don't know. Booth's just unable to find the holes right now. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, he's just having trouble finding the holes. I mean, I could show him how to because I'm pretty elite at that, but in a Madden sense, I mean.
Yes.
But I am 100% going to be in Austin's DMs after this, aggressively telling him to fix his playbook. And hopefully, hey, maybe that's the key. Maybe that's why he's losing. I don't know.
He fixes the playbook, and all of a sudden he wins 3 straight Super Bowls. Like, I could see it happening. You never know.
Oh, for sure.
It's the lack of audibles. That's why he doesn't win these games. 3rd and 1, again, 8:17 remaining.
Yes, I'm glad you get it.
Again, Hero Austin doing a very solid job of putting together a nice drive here. And again, this was really, in my opinion, kind of a do-or-die drive to at least get 3. I mean, you really, at this point, got to get 7 on the board. But regardless, we have another handoff. And again, Amani Booth able to pick up that clutch 3rd down. Hero Austin something like 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions this drive. We have no huddle for one of the first times all game here by the Giants, if not the first, as he, again, not a ton to choose from here.
Does he have one play or one formation with 4 audibles? I haven't seen one yet.
I don't know. I really don't know. But
Oh my God.
gain of 3, or gain of 2, I guess. I don't know, man. Bob's
just
saying
sitting
I
here in
need a
anticipation
little
to see
Alex in my DMs. Oh my lord,
What?
2nd and 8.
What did he just say?
He said I need a little Alex in my DMs. So you can interpret that however you want
I mean,
to.
I could send you a picture of that. Also,
Oh,
Gun
no.
Bunch has 4 audibles, so that's good.
2nd and 8 against 7:15 remaining in this ball game. He will drop back. The edge start gets through immediately, throws out in coverage. Oh my gosh. I mean, it kind of feels like Mariota should have like 5 interceptions at this point. 3rd and 8.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm just shocked how you see the read that's triple covered, but you don't see the read about 5 feet away that's wide open.
I can relate though. Like I can relate
I'm
to
blown
that.
away.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I mean,
me too. Me too.
you
Against Justin,
did
jeez.
just watch my game against Cody. Like, yeah.
That's right. And I get to watch you against Austin. I'm excited to commentate with CMAS. I don't know if he's excited to do it with me, but I don't think I've ever done it with him.
CMAS, you're in the chat. How excited are you to come with little Alex? 3rd and 8 here. Get Amani Booth.
pumped.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying I'm pumped.
Beautiful. Ooh, I would go for this. I don't know about this
Go for
decision here.
I mean, 3.
really-
Yeah, no. 4th and 2. You no.
You
no,
don't
you're-
beat Dan with field goals down 11. You really don't, especially given the way that New Orleans has been driving.
Yeah, the one time I played Dan, it was 44-41 my ball, and I was in field goal range. 4th down, and I went for it because I just refused to kick a field goal against Dan. I think that's how you lose.
I mean,
I threw an incompletion, so I lost anyways, but like still.
that's big boy decision making right there. I mean, shoot, I'll go for 4th down even when it's like the wrong thing to do because I'm built different. 1st and 10.
I'm literally a different breed. Like I'll not get the 4th down just because I'm just different. Like I don't want to win. Fuck it. You know?
What are we looking at here?
Yeah, what?
Is he trying to like prove a point or what's going on?
What? He's toasting you, Austin? Is it? He's fucking you up with 3 different receivers? Is that it?
Confuzzled. Like
I'm confused.
Boehringer is the leading receiver because you aren't accounting for the fullback. Like, is that what's going on?
He's a tight end.
Because you aren't accounting for the tight end? Is that
How
what's
can
going
you
on?
forget about the tight end?
See, that's
I mean,
just
he's
saying,
got, like,
eh. He's
Oh.
excited to commentate with you.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that's kinda
CMAS, thanks.
Also, I have a playoff game to play if we could get this go. Thank you. Finally.
When are you guys playing at 9?
I mean,
Well,
we're
whenever
playing
this
right
is
after
over.
this game's over, yeah. So just whenever it is.
Cool.
And I'm sure as soon as it's 9, Austin's going to be like beating my doors down to the DM because that's what he did last season.
Yeah.
Oh my
hey,
God.
Connor, cut the stream. Cut the stream. Can we play? Cut the stream. I want to play now. I gotta go out with friends.
I mean, that's pretty much what he did last season.
The last
I
time we
think
played-
that's why I lost, honestly.
The last time we played, he says, yeah, I got COVID. I want to go to bed early. Can we play sooner? And I'm like, yeah, sure. You know what? I feel bad. And then this man plays PUBG with his friends. And I'm like, okay,
That's tough.
okay, Austin.
That's
Why are
real
you
tough.
lying?
Again, Norman Fletcher just dropping way back, and Alvin Kamara has room. Alvin Kamara again, multiple with hit sticks, and he gets a gain of 26 there. Peppers Julius Peppers there with the tackle, excuse me. Norman Fletcher, 75% completion. Really only that one horrible decision with the pick six to end the first half. But other than that, man, Dan's been pretty locked in here offensively. Definitely more so than he has been in his previous couple wildcard games. 1st and 10.
I didn't know Julius Peppers still played and also played free safety, but yeah, good play there by Jabril Peppers.
Did I say Julius Peppers?
Yes, you said Julius Peppers last time we calmed the game. What the hero?
Okay, they're both
I
J
didn't say
Peppers, so I don't want to hear it.
It's okay.
Wow, Kamara really fighting there. And I drank too much water, so I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have a little Alex solo booth for a minute.
Oh, God. Isn't it like slightly delayed? I think I'm ahead of everyone. So I apologize if the commentator's a little off, but it is 2nd and 6 on the 45. As Hero is taking his time taking the defense. Shotgun look, little bunch look. I'm guessing we're going to see another corner out of Michael Thomas. It looks like in man coverage, maybe looking for the flats. He does hit the flats here. Gets not sticky at all, but does get a solid game of 15 to 20 yards. And Norman Fletcher has just been on fire today. 300 yards. I don't remember the completions, but it's not a lot. He's just been hitting these big gains all day. Not looking too great with those interceptions, but you're matching it with the touchdowns, matching it with the yards. Dan's offense has been rolling this game.
We back. What did I miss?
Nothing.
Not much, apparently. Okay, 1st and 10
It was like a
again.
10-yard gain.
5 minutes remaining. Again, this is why I would have loved for Austin to go for the touchdown earlier, because now even a field goal makes it a 2-possession gain. Harold, the backup, or the third stringer, I believe, there with a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And honestly, if I'm New Orleans, I'm playing ultra conservative right now. Like, even a field goal feels pretty debilitating at this point.
Yep, 100%. Play to just take the field goal. Burn clock, take the field goal. I just feel like Austin really fucked up by not going for it there. It's only 4th and 2, and you haven't been able to really stop his offense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
2nd and 8 again, letting all the time run down as he should. That's really the situation he's in at this point. As he mans up, Marquise Bryant ends up being a bunch of window dressing for an inside zone. As again, Alvin Kamara really fighting for every possible yard here. 3rd and 5, and if I'm New Orleans, I'm doing the exact same thing and taking my 3 if I have to. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad this ended up being a good game because it did look like it was going to be a blowout early on.
Ooh, as he drops back with like 15 seconds left as he goes to the in route. Beautiful read there, although Greer does get decleated. I would hope that conservative on if it's not already. But 1st and 10, and, bit ballsy to go for the pass there. But again, much like you, much like me, Dan's just built different. 1st and 10.
I mean, different breed, different animal right there.
Exactly.
But I'm almost tempted to call game here unless Dan makes a really bad decision.
Different animal, same beast. R.I.P. Kobe. 1st and 10 again.
What does that even mean?
It's just a quote from a commercial he did. I don't even know, to be honest with you. First and 10 as we have a handoff here. Alvin Kamara with a gain of 2. And now, 2nd and 8. I mean, again, this is going to be a pretty boring next couple plays here if Dan does the right thing.
I want to see him do a QB draw. Absolutely juke Hero out of his shoes and truck Derek Thierry into the end zone.
You want Norman Fletcher to truck Derek Thierry.
Norman Fletcher laying the wood on Derek.
I said Derek. Yeah, I realized that at the time. Don't roast me, y'all.
I said, no, I fucked up too. I didn't mean to call him Derek.
2nd and 8 again. Another handoff here. Harold tries to bounce to the guard, to the B gap. Okay, so this is just like real talk time here on the Better League Network. Which one is the A gap and which one is the B gap? Do you know? Or am I asking the wrong person?
It's been a while since I played football, but I'm pretty sure A and B are just the first 2 gaps on the center.
Okay, but like, which one is which? Like, does it change depending on the alignment? Like,
I don't know. I don't think it matters.
I don't know. Football's just so confusing, man.
It's just the hole between the guard and the center on each side. But mine were numbers. So it was 1 and 2, and it didn't really matter. I think it stayed the same the whole time.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Because he went to the B gap there. That's good to know.
You don't even need to say that. Just say he ran it inside.
Yeah, but like,
no, just not necessary. Just not.
No, I'm trying to give these guys the analytics.
Oh my God, there's no analytics involved. It's not analytical. That's just
No, it's the analytics, it's the graphs, it's the
You
tables.
can barely even say
I can't even say analytics. That's tough. 4th and 1. New Orleans is going to kick this through and likely seal their fate here. New York really just does not have enough time. And again, this is going to be the question I ask Hero Austin. Why in God's name did you not go for it on the last drive?
Are they doing post-game interviews?
It's going to have to be abbreviated because I have to get to my game too. But like,
Okay, then just don't even do it. Just go. Or I could just do it, I guess.
all right.
I don't know.
Well, the problem is it has to be on my stream. So
Yeah, sure. Never mind.
tell you what, ask them both a question, but do it in the general chat, so then people can see them type out the results. And I'm just gonna like pretty much hop on, because yeah, I gotta lock in.
You know, fuck it. They don't get any questions.
Oh shit! All right, 1st and 10 again, 38-27. Barring a miracle here, this one is probably not going to work out. We have PA crossers here. He will throw it to the dump off. I respect Hero Austin for even like looking at the dump off at this point in the game, as he is able to get out of bounds. Darius Slayton once again, 1st and 10. And so we're likely. God.
What?
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm not gonna lie. Hero does have a few nice formations in that. I might have to steal something from his playbook.
I wish I could just.
Get a little game plan.
Whose playbook was it? Shoot, there was some. I want Phil's playbook. I watched. I do though. Like I watched a Phil stream once, and I was like, "Oh my god, there are all these succulent formations." Like I don't know. I might just watch a stream back and then just like copy his playbook, because there were a lot of plays where I was like, "I don't even know what that is," but I kind of like it.
Agreed. I really need to make a few adjustments.
Yeah. So we're probably going to have CMAS versus the Washington football team here, and then it's going to be Dan Steele. So I'll ask you first, since we are commentating a Dan game, of course. Dan and Steele, wow, this is something. They know each other very well. Is Lamb able to get a nice game there and get out of bounds? And I would actually kick a field goal right now if I'm New York. What was I saying? Sorry, Dan and Steele. What are you expecting for that matchup? You know, as users who face each other twice a year.
I think it's another good game. I think they're a perfect 10 on 10. 10 for 10 on each other. 10 wins, 10 losses. So I think it's going to be a good game as well. I think this playoffs is just loaded with great matchups. I mean, every matchup so far has been pretty close, pretty good game, if I can recall. So I'm excited to watch that one.
For sure. And it's going to be a good one. Then I'll also ask you about the CMAS Kook game, of course. You know, Kook able to just, I mean, really the story of the playoffs so far is win over Ben, but now he goes up against a very different animal in CMAS, someone who has a very different, both tempo, very different offensive approach as well. How viable do you think it is that Kook, like, how competitive do you think that game will be?
I think it's tough to say. I mean, I think obviously CMAS is a lot better than Ben right now, but I mean, it could either be a blowout or it could be a close game. I honestly, God, don't have it.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm coming from as well. I don't. Also, CMAS, let me know, because I know you're commenting the game. Just like, let me know how much time you need to get set up, because I can, like, even though Austin's gonna be just like abusing me, like in the DMs, I can hold him off for a few minutes if need be. So just let me know. 3rd and 11 here again, 50 seconds remaining. This is pretty much game unless he's able to get an onside kick, which I know CMAS got one, I think like 2 seasons ago. I have not seen someone get one since then.
There was a glitch back in the day. Not back in the day, but like a few months ago. I don't know if it's still a thing. So
As he will have wide open Imani Booth with the touchdown, but it really just all comes down to the outside kick at this point, so we'll see what he does.
Yes, sir, Imani. Black power. Go, baby. Love to see it on
Yes,
day.
sir, baby. Shout out Bandiers, shout out Case and Ali. They do that celebration every single time they score. 2-point conversion, especially against Ben in the Super Bowl. In case you forgot, I'm a Super Bowl champion.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna hype you up, but you know what? Fuck you.
I have to remind people because I'm kind of trash now. So yeah. So like, what?
Joking.
What is this play call?
What?
We'll see. Well, look at what he's about to do. Just look at the play.
I am absolutely disgusted. Dan's not fucking stupid.
Although apparently he is. Oh, Booth almost got there.
No, I mean, it's a good little play to pull out against some users, but it's like the fake Philly one.
Mhm.
which not a lot of people know is even a thing. But I'd imagine by now most competent playoff users do know. So I don't know. I don't know why he did that. Disgusting.
Not a bad onside kick, but as New Orleans picks it up, that is going to seal their fate. Congratulations to the New Orleans Saints. They will move on to the divisional round again for the first time in 4 seasons for Dan, where he's going to face his divisional rival slash friend slash lover in Steele's Carolina Panthers. It's going to be a good game. And this time, the NFC is on top of it. The AFC slacking with their playoff games, other than you, of course, little Alex.
Wait, what?
Well, the 2 remaining games are AFC.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah.
shockingly, Alex is the last game.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
think any of
Alex
us
kind of
are-
transcends conferences. It's a big disappointment. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's Harold, yeah, really just holding on to that bad boy.
Connor,
yeah.
help me. Help me. How do you protect the ball like that?
I don't
Not
know,
really.
dude.
I see Banyer do it all the time, but even when I'm on
But well, no.
conservative Georgia State
That's
run-
I'm conservative. No, that literally just happens randomly. Like that's
Okay,
legit. That's
okay.
not like
'Cause
I
that's-
don't press anything for him to do that.
Well, Tate runs normal, and I thought in the older men's, I thought it was always RB. I mean, I wish I could protect the fucking ball sometimes, but whatever.
All right. Let me just. I mean, this should be game. Let me just make sure the timing works out here. I don't see why it's not.
Yeah, I will.
All right, congrats to Dan. He will move on to face again Steele, and it'll be CMAS versus Kook as well in the divisional round. Young Alex, thank you for joining me here. Of course, this is going to be the first game of a doubleheader because you're about to have me versus Austin. But any closing thoughts on this one before I shut down the stream and it becomes a CMAS stream?
I mean, tough loss for Hero, but you can't really don't hang your head, don't look down on yourself or trash yourself because you showed a lot of heart. If you're listening to this, but respect for fighting. It's not easy to come back and compete with Dan after going down 2 touchdowns, especially after throwing a pick. So I mean, you got something to hang your head on. You just gotta work on the passing in the offseason. I think I don't know how much time Hero has because I know he's in the military and stuff, but if he were just able to place him head to head or just work on his passing in some way, shape, or form, he could be a threat. But until then, I just don't see it happening.
Beautiful stuff. Congrats to Dan. Yeah, I guess my final closing thought on the game is just, Hero Austin fought valiantly. Again, I thought there were a couple times where he could have given up, but didn't. Instead, fought all the way to the bitter end. But
Also,
ultimately,
I know you
Dan
gotta
was
get into
just
your game.
slightly more. Sorry, what was that, Alex?
I know you got to get in your game. Dan's here
Yeah.
for post-game interview. Dan, how do you feel after that win?
Hey, Alex and Connor. I feel great. You guys know how much I care about this league and everything like that. And I'll tell you what, it was such a heavy weight to carry to know that I lost 3 playoff games in a row. Like, that meant a lot to me in a bad way. Like, this is like such a monkey off my back. Like, I just had to win a playoff game, especially with Norman Fletcher, because I bet everything on this kid. This kid's such a great talent, such a great competitor, and finally he's able to get a win column in the playoffs. It just means everything to me. This team is scrappy. This team isn't the most talented, but I don't know. Just proud of the guys. I mean, I think what really won me the game were my linebacking core. They're not the great guys. They're not the best guys. They don't even have blinkers. Only one of them is a blinker, and they shot those gaps and tackled Amani Booth when it mattered, and we were able to contain him to the best of our ability. Didn't contain him completely, but enough to do the job and get the job done. So, it was a bumpy game a little bit towards the end of the first half, but I was very happy with the way I played, and can't wait for the next game. I mean, and also props on Hero Austin. I mean, I'm sure people are going to give him a lot of crap. Like the same way people gave me a lot of crap the past few seasons, but he's a competitor, man. Like, don't rag on him, because I can already see it coming. Because personally, I voted him to go to the Super Bowl this season because in my preseason poll, because I just saw the team he built and the way he's playing, and he got the running game going, and of course he got the MVP. So with Amani Booth, and he proved it. So he had a great season. It was unfortunate it had to end this early in the wild card round, but congratulations to him. As far as the next game, I got Steele. Very excited for that one. Our third game, and can't wait to see how it goes. That's all.
All right.
Congrats on the win.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, Dan, I have to go because I'm about to play Austin. But thank you so much for that. And
Oh, yes.
if you want to stick around the Discord, maybe CMAS will ask you a couple questions as well. But I gotta cut the stream. But thank you so much.
course.
And again, congratulations for your win. A big one, as I said, to get the monkey off your back and move on to the divisional round. Again, along with young Alex, I am your player playman Connor Rice, and you'll see me be playing in a couple minutes.